A bill sits on a marble counter, and Dubai suddenly loses its glittering image from the advertisements. You step into a magnificent hotel lobby. The light from the chandeliers falls on the cool marble floor. The scent of high-end perfume permeates the air, and a gleaming reception desk awaits. It's the perfect first impression every visitor to Dubai gets. But when the holiday ends, reality often appears in the form of a small piece of paper, a final bill, where the initial listed price now includes a series of taxes, accommodation fees, service charges, and utility surcharges. When a dream of luxury begins with added fees, does the feeling of luxury remain intact? And as always, please note that all content in this video has been researched, cross-referenced, and compiled by our team from various publicly available sources, including government websites, tourism reports, hotel industry data, and reputable news sources. The video is not intended to accuse any specific hotel, brand, or organization, but rather focuses on analyzing a phenomenon in the travel experience, the gap between the initial price tourists see and the total cost they may ultimately pay. If there are any errors or points that need adding, please comment below so we can update and correct them promptly. To understand why a single bill can tarnish the feeling of luxury, we must look back at how Dubai has sold that dream to the world. Outside the Dubai Mall, the reflective glass creates a giant stage, where tourism is not just a trip, but a deliberate act of awe. Unlike traditional destinations, Dubai doesn't sell tourism in the conventional way. The city sells an emotional state, the feeling of stepping into a world far more luxurious than everyday life. Here, hotels are more than just places to sleep. Shopping malls are more than just places to shop. And that perfect skyline is more than just a backdrop. All become sharp visual evidence for a single promise. Visiting Dubai means experiencing luxury, and the world has bought that promise. According to tourism data, the city is expected to welcome 19.59 million international overnight visitors in 2025, a 5% increase from the previous year. Tens of millions are ready to pay to immerse themselves in this perfection. But when a city sells the feeling of absolute perfection, aren't every little detail on the bill scrutinized more closely than usual? To understand this complexity, we need to remember one thing. Dubai is not a failure. The official numbers are even looking great. Behind the glass of a five-star hotel, the impressive growth figures can mask a subtle discomfort. Dubai isn't lacking in visitors. By 2025, hotel occupancy is projected at 80.7%. The average room rate is 579 dirhams, pushing revenue per room to 467 dirhams. With 154,264 rooms across 827 properties, the system is at its peak. The appeal isn't in the collapse, but in a place of spectacular success, yet with a crack in the experience. If the metrics are all good, why is a higher than expected final price a risk? To see that crack, let's start with a small but real expense, the tourism dirham. On a Dubai hotel bill, there's a small line of charges, but it's enough to remind travelers that the room price isn't the whole story. Upon receiving the room key, a silent calculator is activated. The tourism dirham isn't an obscure or deceptive fee. According to the UAE government, it's an official charge in Dubai. The fee is calculated per room for each night's stay, with a maximum limit of 30 consecutive nights, ranging from 7 to 20 dirhams, depending on the accommodation category. An official fee may be perfectly legal, but if travelers only really notice it at the end of their trip, does the sense of transparency remain intact? But the tourism dirham is just the easiest to name. The more complex part lies in how multiple layers of costs appear. On the booking screen, a single number might look simple, but at the checkout, it starts to add layers. This structure is divided into several tiers. The first layer is the official taxes and fees, such as the 5% VAT applied by the UAE since 2018. The second layer depends on your stay conditions, breakfast costs, upgrade requests, or late checkout. And the final group consists of optional services, from minibar drinks and spa treatments to valet parking. When each charge has its own justification, but all come together at the end, are travelers buying a complete experience or individual pieces of luxury? But if we only talk about the bill, the story would be too simplistic. Behind the lines of fees lies a massive economic machine. An infinity pool doesn't light up in the desert sun by itself. Behind it are electricity, people, machinery, and maintenance. Dubai isn't expensive just because it wants to be expensive. Luxury is an incredibly costly operating system. To maintain a high-end tourism model, the city needs constant air conditioning, round-the-clock staff, tight security, and rigorous maintenance procedures. With 154,264 rooms spread across 827 properties by the end of 2025, the scale of this machine is enormous. If perfection must be cultivated daily, where does that cost ultimately go if not into room rates, services, and surcharges? For the hotel industry, it might be an operational problem, but for tourists, it becomes a very different experience. Your bank card doesn't tremble because Dubai is expensive. It trembles when the final total is far from what you calculated. Imagine this. You've carefully considered room rates, mapped out a budget, and chosen your destination with the belief that you have complete control over your trip. You know Dubai is a land of luxury, and you're prepared to pay for that level of sophistication. But when you stand before the checkout counter, the relief vanishes, replaced by apprehension. Each tax, accommodation fee, and service charge adds up to a long list. No single charge ruins the vacation in itself, but their combined weight creates an invisible barrier. Can an experience still be called luxurious if the payer is constantly wondering if there's anything missing? And that feeling doesn't stop at the hotel room. It permeates the entire iconic ecosystem of Dubai. At the foot of the Burj Khalifa, every free photo can lead you down a path of considerable spending. DXB International Airport continues to be the world's busiest airport for international passengers for the 11th consecutive year. Millions pass through this gateway to the Dubai Mall, Palm Jumeirah, or the seaside resorts. But for tourists, these are more than just visual symbols. They are densely packed spending points. From transportation costs, food, entrance fees, to upgrade packages, no expenditure is forced. But when connected into a seamless journey, the total cost easily exceeds initial expectations. When a city transforms every symbol into an experience, are tourists paying for the scenery or for the massive system that maintains it? And as global travelers become increasingly discerning, Dubai will have to protect not only its luxury, but also its sense of value for money. A destination may still be crowded, but the question, is it worth the money, has already begun to surface in travelers' minds. It's important to clarify one thing. Dubai isn't losing tourists. Record data for 2025 proves that hotel performance remains incredibly strong. But in the luxury tourism industry, risk doesn't always begin with empty rooms. It quietly begins with a soft crisis. This is when travelers decide to stay shorter. When they choose lower-rated hotels, opt for fewer amenities, or start comparing Dubai to Abu Dhabi, Doha, Istanbul, or Bangkok, destinations that offer a more relaxed and transparent experience. If travelers still come but start cutting back on spending, staying shorter, or becoming more skeptical, is that the first sign of a soft risk? Because ultimately, Dubai isn't just about selling rooms, tickets, or dinners. Dubai sells a dream. And that dream comes with a bill. Outside the hotel window, the Burj Khalifa still shines. Only the feeling in the hand holding the receipt is different. We return to the starting point. The magnificent hotel lobby, the glass elevator, the dazzling skyline, and the receipt. Dubai will not disappear, will not lose its allure, and certainly will not collapse. Every destination in the world requires enormous resources to operate, and a large-scale luxury tourism model like this city requires an even more expensive operating machine. But the core question ultimately remains: if a dream only truly materializes after adding up all taxes, accommodation fees, and surcharges, is it still a complete luxury dream, or simply an overpriced product? If you've ever experienced the feeling of the final price being vastly different from the initial figure when traveling, please share your thoughts below. And if you find these analyses valuable and want to continue seeing the darker side of the world's most glamorous destinations, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss our next investigative journeys.